the Dallas Cowboys. It was a really, really tough, close game. Both teams came out to play. We had the Bucs slinging it. Tom Brady still looking like old Tom Brady. I think the referee still on his side. That's fine though, because the Cowboys, they came through. You know what I'm saying? Dak, the big Dak attack is back. You know what I'm saying? So, he came out with 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, slanging that thing for like 58 times for 72% passing. And he had them close. It came down to the Bucs finally having a game winning drive to go ahead and ice the game in the final moments of the fourth quarter. So, question to you guys. I know we got some resident Cowboy fans on here. They closet, but let's just ask.
I'm about to come out now.
Yeah.
Come out now.
He about to show. You gonna show Dak on his back, right? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Is that LASIK guy? How you feel about this, man? You think Dak is back? You think Cowboys about something today? This year?
I think without a doubt, we saw Dak coming off a major injury, looking like a high level play to compete going head to head with Tom Brady. Thought it was a good game, a good showing from both quarterbacks. I think the Buccaneers are going to want to clean up on turnovers. I think if their team had to look at this game and say, where did we fall short? Where do we want to improve? I think it'll be turnovers. I think they want to take that back. Offense was good. AB got a touchdown. I think Gronk got a touchdown. The band was back together. When you think about big stars and players, you talk about people making plays. Tom Brady was making plays. AB made a play. Gronk made a play. I saw Fournette out there making plays. Saw him jump up like he was Jerry Rice and grab one out the sky, like he was a wide receiver from way back. And playmaking, that's a big thing on the Cowboys side of things. I think they got robbed, but I'm never one to be shy of criticizing the referees. I saw full extension on that last play where there was the game-winning drive, as you said it. They put together the drive to win the game. I felt like that should have been pass interference, but at the end of the day, when you look at the Cowboys, Dak came in, had a good game, a great game, I would say. Players, receivers came in and made play. Everybody made plays. The one person I didn't see make a play, usually when you got all-stars like that, they're either high production or they make big plays. I saw neither from Zeke. Zeke was like non-existent that game.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the difference maker there. Sure, they could have won without it if that call would have went either way, but you got to take it out of the ref's hands. So that's my takeaway from the game. But at the end of the day, both teams have good cores. If that's a hint at what performance they might have, these could be two teams that perform very well this season.
Okay. So you gonna be rocking your Cowboys swag this season? What you trying to say?
I still can't support it. I ain't buying no merch. I can't go that far.
Okay.
I can like the players and what they doing, but I ain't buying no merch. Not while Jerry Jones sitting up over there.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. Deuce, man, what you got, man? Is Dak back?
You know what, man? I'm looking at the stats, man. Dak did look good from what I saw. Both quarterbacks threw for almost 400 yards, man. From what he went through, it's amazing to think that Jerry Jones took so long to pay this dude. You remember we had that podcast talking about that, like, pay the man. Like, who are you going to get this better than Dak? They brought in
Andy
Dalton, who and what happened to him just now?
The Red Ranger. He just got benched for a rookie quarterback.
Love you, dog, man. You had some good years with the Bengals, man, but it seemed like that's in the rear view. So I think it's still too soon to say Dak's back, man. But he had a strong showing to say that he is. He's looking good. Let's hope his leg, everything holds up. The Patriots, man. The Buccaneers played like the Patriots, man. They kept their mistakes down to. I mean, Mr. Brady did have 2 picks, but as far as the team, how it went, they held it back. What's shocking to me is what Reggie kind of alluded to is the fact that actually neither team really ran the ball that well or that much. And we know that Dallas, their best seasons as far as the Elliott and Dak era is when Elliott is leading the charge. Granted, I think he averaged like 3 yards a carry, but they only gave him 11 attempts. I mean, we know that run, you got to pound before you get that breakthrough. And the Bucs' run defense isn't that great. So I think they should revise that. Dak put up big yards, but we've seen this before. We've seen when Dak led it and they didn't get too far, man. So we know what recipe works. Let's not change the ingredients, right? That's all I'm saying.
Ooh, okay. All right. Keep it saucy. Keep it saucy.
Good point.
Kev, real quick, man, got a question for you. Do you believe that even though they lost, that this can be held as a moral victory for the Cowboys? Do you believe in moral
I
victories?
felt that way.
Okay.
I felt that way watching it. Only because I didn't watch the game, but I saw it afterwards. I was surprised to see the score is where it was, and just getting a little peek at the ice. I was a little bit impressed, and I was like, oh man, y'all stood up against the champs, and y'all almost took that one. And as Lasik alluded to as well about the last play, they did make the drive, but they also could have turned the other way. So definitely a moral victory. I'm looking out to see what's next, but this is what I expect from the Bucs though. Like, always make it look like they're right at that edge, and they always seem to come up with that dub.
Yeah.
So I expect to see more of this throughout the season, more challenges, more close games, and who could defeat them is who I'm looking for right now.
TB13.
I can't even get mad at you for calling them the Patriots, because outside of what's in the Belichick and the jerseys, it really is just the Patriots.
Patriots South, the Southern Patriots right now. Yeah. And I mean, even Gronkowski, he looked good. He had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how old are you? Just 3 years ago, you was like, oh, I can't do it no more. He was crying.
He was in a PG space, man. He was just in a dark place. His body was over it. He just wasn't it. He just wasn't in it.
Okay, but y'all didn't give him the same look. Y'all didn't give PG the same love when he came out of it. So just saying.
Because in the defense of that, even when Gronk was in a dark place, he was still producing at a high level.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's go put a pin in that, man. Hey, I don't know what's going on to Tampa Bay's defense. Y'all ain't getting together. Y'all had me lose my fantasy game this week because of that. So do have Amari Cooper and had Dak Prescott. Trash. So I'm gonna need y'all to get that together on the defensive side. If y'all gonna run it back and make some noise, I figure they're gonna get it together as the season progresses. But yeah, shout out to both their offenses. Antonio Brown was looking good. Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb had over 100 yards, and I mean, you can't knock it. So
Amari Cooper, baby, roll tide.
I mean, I know. Deuce said their run defense is trash, but it ain't look it that night.
It didn't. You're right.
See, because they shied away from it, or they didn't. Like with the run game, you do got to keep trying until you penetrate, but it ain't looking.